Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Happening tonight, supporting a local man who was detained by ICE. Our Monique Ledesma is standing by with a live report from Hibachi explosion.
Also,
so when I got here just a few minutes ago, the guy sitting on the corner right there with his head down in his, right? Like, I figured he has a ticket and he's waiting maybe a couple hours, yeah.
the deadline for a real ID is less than 24 hours from now. We're talking to people at the Tri-Cities Motor Vehicle Office waiting in line.
And later,
I am hoping that we have a Holy Father that continues in the line of Peter.
we're hearing from the Yakima Diocese as the selection for the next pope is on.
And Stacy is here.
And another beautiful day. How long is it going to last and how warm will it be tomorrow? All the details coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Here we go on this Tuesday. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman.
Well, first at 5, as we speak, many people are gathering together in solidarity for a local food vendor in Kennewick. This is all to support the co-owner of Hibachi Explosion. Sergio Gomez is being held in custody by ICE after an interview regarding his pending immigration application from April. And that is where we find Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma, who is live at the Free Sergio event hosted by Indivisible Tri-Cities. Monique?
Austin, yes, I'm live here with the organizer leader. Can you tell me, why did you guys decide to host this event here today?
Yeah, so obviously the detention of Sergio Gomez has really affected our community at large, and so in support and solidarity of Gabby and Sergio and their whole family, they're our community members and a father and a local business owner, and it's important for us to stand up and stand together and support the family, and so that's why we're here today.
All right, thank you. Now, if anyone is looking to come out and support, they can do so up until 7 o'clock tonight. The event is just kicking off, and this event is located on 7425 West Clearwater Avenue in Kennewick. If you're not looking to get some hibachi, you can also donate to their GoFundMe or Venmo account. I'm going to send it back to you, Austin. I'll see you later at 6. Monique Ledesma for Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Monique, thanks so much. Well, there's some big news taking off at Tri-Cities Airport. Delta and United are expanding their services, making travel even easier for folks here in the Columbia Basin. Starting tomorrow, Delta Airlines is upping its game at Tri-Cities Airport. The airline is bringing back the larger Airbus A319 for its daily nonstop flight to Minneapolis-St. Paul. That means more seats and a more spacious ride for travelers. Delta is also adding a 4th daily flight to its Salt Lake City hub using the E-175 aircraft, offering even more flexibility and better connections across the country.
It's just showing how our market is continuing to grow. The airlines are continuing to trust our market, and the community is continuing to trust the airport. So adding that 4th flight is a great addition to our current markets.
And as I mentioned, it's not just Delta making moves. United Airlines also upgraded its plane to Denver. Travelers heading to the Mile High City will now have to fly on a larger Airbus A319, bringing more seats and enhanced onboard amenities.
Well, the FBI is now offering a reward of up to $10,000 for information leading to the arrest and conviction of those involved in laser incidents at aircraft in Washington state. Since March of 2024, aircraft in the surrounding areas of Seattle and Spokane international airports have experienced a dramatic increase of laser incidents. Pilots have experienced a laser illuminating and tracking the cockpit of their aircraft, especially while on approach to land at both airports. The FBI believes multiple people are responsible and does not believe the Seattle and Spokane incidents are related. Aiming a laser pointer at an aircraft is a federal offense and carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. If you know anything, call the FBI. Well, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Walla Walla District is reminding boaters to exercise caution near navigation locks following several recent incidents involving recreational boats operating near district locks.
Officials say approaches to navigation locks are designated restricted areas. That's due to strong currents, limited maneuverability, and the potential for serious, even deadly, boat-to-boat collisions. They say no vessels should loiter in locks, their approaches, or near guide walls. These areas are limited to vessels locking through to ensure space for navigation traffic and safe lock operations. Violators could face fines and criminal penalties from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and the U.S. Coast Guard.
And it really is a perfect day for boating across our region.
Man, I need a boat.
I know, right?
Right? I mean, we live here. We have a beautiful area to go boating on and beautiful weather, Stacy.
That's right. Absolutely gorgeous today. I haven't seen any boats playing around, but the big boat, the big ship is in bay right there at Howard Amon Park. 78 degrees, humidity at 16%, pretty low. Winds are light at 5. This is the weather pattern we have today. Again, that Omega block pattern, that's going to start shifting out tonight, and we'll see a big change tomorrow, which will include more sunshine and warmer temperatures. But we will start to see winds picking up. Right now around the area, everybody's under 80 degrees today, but most of us in the 70s all through the region. Planning your evening, there you go, from the 70s. By 8, we'll be in the 60s, and by 10 o'clock, you'll see temperatures in the 50s and low 60s. Tomorrow, sunny start. Breezy winds pick up in the afternoon, and we'll see some stray showers, potentially some isolated thunderstorms. And if we do see those will be concentrated around the Blue Mountains. But clear and mild for tonight, and get ready for about a 10-degree cool down on Thursday. So enjoy tomorrow's sunshine and warmer temperatures. Austin, Wendy.
Stacy, thank you. Following up now, after years of delays, people boarding flights domestically across the U.S. will need to present real ID compliant forms of identification at airports, in a major change for travelers all across the country. The deadline is tonight at 11:59 p.m. Last week, we reported that in Washington state, you'll still be able to fly for now, but expect delays as you'll have to be pulled aside. Most other states are much stricter. We spent the day at the Tri-Cities office in Kennewick, where walk-in appointments were not even available today. Folks waited for hours.
Actually, I'm here to get a second form of photo ID, but I happen to come on a day where it's the day before the deadline for the enhanced license, so I'm in line.
Well, you know, I need an enhanced driver's license. I'm scheduled to fly next month with my family for a vacation. And my kids just need their birth certificate, but I have to have the enhanced driver's license. My husband has a passport, so I might be left out of the family.
The original plan was to start this in the mid-2000s. Real ID compliant identification cards are marked with a star on the top right corner.
Richland drivers, listen up. A long anticipated stretch of Queensgate Drive is almost finished and is scheduled to open as early as tomorrow. This new connection between Keene and Shockley Roads is part of a developer-led project that has been closely followed by the community. Once opened, the road will help traffic flow, reduce congestion in surrounding areas, and improve overall connectivity in the growing South Richland area. The project also aims to improve livability and access across the city. Continuing coverage now on a hot topic in Pasco. The city is trying to put a halt on street side vendors. The city's attorney, community and economic development, along with the police chief, say when it comes to street vendors selling merchandise, they must comply with city code and have a license to sell. The city attorney also says when it comes to street vendors selling produce, per state law, they are exempt from needing to have a license to sell. The police chief says their primary focus is on keeping everyone safe.
Making sure that there is the ability for people to move up and down the sidewalk without going out into the roadway and being obstructed. Absent that, they can certainly stand there. That's not an area that we'd have concern from. And then private property, where they are on a business or on somebody's property, and they don't want them there, regardless of what the circumstances are, we can trespass them or ask them to leave for trespass ordinances.
The city is aiming to take official action on street vendors at their May 19th City Council meeting.
All right, we're going to head over to Yakima now, where the City Council is set to meet this evening, and lots of items are on the agenda. The 2025 first quarter financial report will be released. Mike Bailey will present the outcomes from the Citizen Budget Advisory Committee, and City Manager Vicki Baker will present the results from the budget survey. The City Council will also introduce their new Director of Finance, Craig Warner. A resolution authorizing a dispatch communications contract between the City of Yakima and the City of Toppenish, allowing Suncom to provide dispatching services to the Toppenish Police Department, will be heard as well. This meeting starts at 6 p.m. Apple Valley News Now live at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, we're going to hear from the Yakima Diocese regarding the Pope.
Also ahead here at 5.
We are actually going to pop the house out about 900 square feet in the front.
Tri-Cities Chaplaincy just announced a major renovation of their hospice house. Details on the upgrades.
And as we leave you to break, here's a live picture from Yakima. The sunrise at 5:35, sunset tonight at 8:12 p.m. Stacy's coming back. She'll have your full First Alert weather forecast, so do not change your dial.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Looking to explore the beauty of this great nation? Then you'll need a reliable and comfortable RV. There's always RV shows. But have you thought about the crowds, the long lines, the high admission fees? Is it really worth it? At Broadmoor RV, we're here to help you save some dough and skip the show. With our top-notch customer service and on-site financing options, it's easy to get the RV of your dreams. Come to Broadmoor and get the best deals and service around and find the perfect RV for your adventures.
It's employee pricing with the Ford crew.
Employee pricing across a full lineup.
Fun fact, Hank, Ford assembles the most vehicles in the country.
Another fun fact, everyone pays what we pay.
So, you get employee pricing. You get employee pricing. You get employee pricing.
Sam.
Yeah?
Everyone gets employee pricing.
You get employee pricing.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
The magic continues when Alice steps into the $185,000 prize land at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join in the madness with $16,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday, and a chance to multiply your prize up to $4,000 cash. Rack up entries with a multiplier on Mondays, and hurry, don't be late for a very important grand prize day. May 31st, 4 winners and someone wins $20,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
Hell's Canyon and the Snake River. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Apple Valley News Now live at 5 continues with local living. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Well, big changes are coming to a place that's provided peace and comfort for decades. Tri-Cities Chaplaincy has announced a major renovation of Hospice House in Kennewick, an upgrade totaling, get this, $3.5 million.
Pretty major upgrade here. So this will actually be the first major renovation to the region's only inpatient hospice facility since it opened in 1996. Plans include an expanded front entryway, a larger nurse station, updated family spaces, and even a new fireside room to reflect and honor loved ones.
We have an endowment wall that many people have donated to this beautiful wall with names engraved on plaques and quotes and whatnot. And it's in a hallway. And we have a lot of donors that like to come back and visit their loved one's name on the wall. And right now they're just standing in a hallway. So we'd like to make that a more meaningful place.
So construction is expected to take 4 to 6 months. During that time, hospice care will continue at home and in partner facilities. The project is being supported by state grants and a pending land sale, but additional community support is still needed.
After the death of Pope Francis, the Catholic Church will choose a new pope in a process called a conclave. Tomorrow, the conclave begins with a mass for the cardinals in St. Peter's Basilica. After that, the cardinals will gather in the Pauline Chapel. Then, the voting members of the College of Cardinals, those under the age of 80, will enter the famous Sistine Chapel. Inside, each cardinal takes the conclave oath, part of a vow of secrecy under penalty of excommunication. The cardinals will write their choice for pope on the lower half of the ballot, then fold it twice. A candidate must receive more than a 2/3 majority to be elected as the new pope. We spoke with Bishop Joseph Tyson of Yakima, who says he doesn't have a frontrunner.
I'm hoping that we have a Holy Father that continues in the line of Peter, where they are selecting the successor to Peter, not necessarily the successor to Francis. And so, I'm hoping that they're going to look for someone that can, be the vicar of Christ and the successor to Peter. And hopefully that person would also pick up some of the good initiatives of Pope Francis, as well as the previous Holy Fathers, Benedict XVI and John Paul II.
For the nearly 40 pastors in central Washington, Bishop Tyson says the new pope has a local impact as they set the tone and the direction of the church. He added Pope Francis spoke Spanish, which greatly impacted parishioners in Yakima, as many there speak the same language. White smoke from the stoves in the back of the Sistine Chapel will indicate when the 266th pope has been chosen. Last night at the University of Washington, more than 24 pro-Palestinian protesters were arrested. This after occupying an engineering building to demand the school cut ties with Boeing. The group entered the interdisciplinary engineering building, partially funded by Boeing, just before closing. Around 30 people were arrested for trespassing, property damage, and other charges. Protesters also called for the building to be renamed after a teen killed in an airstrike in Gaza.
Well, be thankful you are not in the state of Colorado right now.
This is quite a sight to see, so let's take a look. Yeah. What time of year is this again? I don't know. This was the scene, though, in a suburb of Dillon, just outside of Denver. The spring storm brought snow to parts of the area today. You can see drivers navigating through the white stuff. A winter storm warning remains in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow. My goodness.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Yeah, and that was all because of that Omega blocking pattern that we talked about yesterday, and I showed you a little earlier. That's going to break up, though. Things will look better in Denver soon. Dust Devil Sky Cam in Pasco, beautiful today. Look at the sunshine. Traffic moving nicely on I-182, 78 degrees. Our feels like temp 77. Winds are light at 5 miles per hour, so a very pleasant evening going forward. And things are about to shift, though. We do have a front moving across the area. You can already see the cloud cover on the west side of the state. That's going to start moving across. Here's what things look like tomorrow. We'll see some light showers across the Cascade Mountains as those storms push through. Look at this, Tri-Cities. We could see a few stray showers. Most of those, though, will stay to the east and hit the Blue Mountains. So we could even see potentially some thunder and lightning there. Let's fast forward to Wednesday night. Again, you'll start to see the clouds moving in tomorrow afternoon. Here's the little bands of showers. And again, the majority of them shifting towards the Blue Mountains. And that's when we could potentially see a little thunder and lightning, a 10 to 15% chance of that, so fairly low. What we can count on tomorrow will be the gusty winds around 2 in the afternoon till about 2 in the morning. We're going to see those strong gusty winds once again. Kittitas Valley gets the strongest with winds gusting 50 to 55 miles an hour. Yakima 35 to 40. Columbia Basin also 35 to 40. And some of those mountain gaps and foothills will also see some strong gusty winds. So most of your day tomorrow, very nice. Winds picking up in the afternoon with a stray shower in the evening. Here's what it looks like tonight. Nice and clear outside. Temperatures in the 40s, even up in the mountains 40s. We're going to stay in the middle 40s here in the Columbia Basin, upper 40s for Walla Walla and Dayton. Things are going to start warming up. That Omega blocking pattern breaks apart. This is where we're going to see the high temperatures. So warmer day tomorrow. Unfortunately, Denver and south are still with that low wrapping around their area, which brought that snow to Colorado over the yesterday. Here's what it looks like temperature wise. There's our warm up, and then look at whoop, we dropped down 12 degrees in Yakima from Wednesday to Thursday. But don't worry, we don't stay there long. We'll be back in the 80s Friday, Saturday as we cool back down right after Mother's Day weekend. Here's what it looks like. Tri-Cities Hermiston, average 74, 85 tomorrow. We'll get right to average on Thursday, back up into the 80s for the first part of the weekend. Here's your day planner forecast for tomorrow. Going to be pretty nice out the door. Look at warmer temperatures, close to 60 in the morning in Walla Walla. Temperatures in the 70s by midday, peeling those layers off by the early afternoon. Here's your 7-day planning forecast. Overall, not bad, just breezy winds with a stray shower possible, and those winds will pick up in the afternoon. Looking pretty good. Things start to get unsettled once again on Mother's Day Sunday, where we'll see some breezy winds and some rains possible on Monday. It looks like the rain should hold off for Mother's Day, but a little transition later in the afternoon. Here's Yakima for the next 7 days. 70s, 80s, back to the 70s, back to the 60s. So we'll call that temperature roller coaster. Ellensburg, 70s down to 67, and then cooling back again into the 60s early next week. Walla Walla's got a nice looking 7-day forecast. Look for some breezy winds on Mother's Day and Monday, with potential showers developing there on Monday and Tuesday. Here's Hermiston, breezy winds, pretty nice. Temperatures in the 80s. You'll see 70s and the lower 70s, and showers possible Monday. So overall, not a bad forecast. That system coming through tomorrow, hit or miss. If we really get those showers in the lower elevations, mountains more likely. So that's what I have for you.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
take
down.
it.
All right,
Yep.
Stacey, thank you. The Spotlight is next.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Triple play! Triple play!
Wow! Rob even makes 2-pointers look cool!
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Triple play!
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
Do it all with Steel Battery. Double your runtime. Get a free extra battery with select Steel tools. Shop in-store and online.
A drunk driver just blew a stop sign and we collided. My vehicle was total. What about the vehicle? How am I gonna get to work? How am I gonna continue taking care of my family? I contacted Tamaki Law and I told them about what had happened. Tamaki made it very simple, very easy. It was a stress relief for me. If you happen to be in an accident, call Tamaki Law.
We have a very special bond, I think, as a family.
Spectrum is the connecting thread to everything we do.
It provides us with reliability, lightning speeds, and allows us to do what we need to do in our lives.
From school to homework to entertainment, Spectrum's the perfect match for me and my family.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Weeknights at 5, I bring you the Spotlight. Tonight's Spotlight, we turn to some mathletes, specifically students from Leona Libby, Edward Wan, and Chief Joseph Middle Schools in the Richland School District. They spent the weekend at the Math is Cool competition held over at Moses Lake High School. The state-level competition resulted in 3 first-placed finishes and a second-place finish for certain divisions. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Send me an email. areed@applevalleynewsnow.com. Your Reason to Smile with Stacy is right after this.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Yakima Federal Savings and Loan was founded in 1905 and has kept your money safe and sound for 120 years. Your deposits at YakFed help people buy homes and build strong communities. We believe in giving back, proudly supporting local events and organizations that make a difference where we all live and work. With 10 local branch locations, we're committed to our communities and keeping your money secure. Experience the difference. Call, click, or come by and make the switch today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This is my heaven.
A flight over one of America's great rivers.
Snake River has a lot to offer.
And into Hell's Canyon.
It's a half a mile deeper than the Grand Canyon.
Fly the Northwest.
It's just a gorgeous place to be.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we'll have your Operation Best Friend segment where we'll introduce you to a local pet that's up for adoption. Also, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert will have your first alert weather forecast, all right here Wednesday morning.
All right, and welcome back. We look forward to our viewer photo each night. Your reason to smile. Come take a look at your screen. A beautiful photo from our friend Alan. Now look close. I saw these with my own 2 eyes yesterday. Oh. Little babies, they're everywhere. The baby geese, the Canadian geese, Wendy, have come on down. Yes. They hang out in the beautiful Columbia River, and all their little babies were out by the pond. So Thanks for getting that for us, Alan. QR code on the top of your screen. That's how you get your photo on TV. Sponsored by Lifetime Dental Care. Or you can go to our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Real quick, let's look at your day tomorrow. It's going to be a beauty and very warm with temperatures hitting those middle 80s. And we stay there for a minute, then we scoop back down to the 70s, then we scoop back up to the 80s. So just weather roller coaster.
Yeah, but it's in a good territory when you're talking about 70s and 80s.
Yeah, we'll take it.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, not 20s and 30s, right?
That's not too bad at all. All right, that'll do it for us. Thank you so much for joining us here on the News at 5.
Hoping your news is good news. We're back at 6.
Have a good night.